Welcome to my top 10 best manga series with overpowered character. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 10. I don't really get it, but it looks like I was reincarnated in another world. Surviving in another world with magic and sciences. The orphan Ren was riding the carriage after being sold, when she got involved into an accident, and got her previous life's memories back. She was a middle-aged man. Indeed, she was a researcher in his 30s in her previous life, and had been living as an orphan girl up to now. Ren will make use of her talents in magic and knowledge and science to survive in this harsh world in order to escape from the investor who bought her. Number 9. Karate survivor in another world. If you're reincarnated in another world, you will be naked and alone in the forest. The only things you can rely on without magic or cheats is your wits and fists. The gods send the man reincarnated into another world without cheat like your typical isekai character, but just karate and level up system. What will be his adventure holds in the another world? Can he be overpowered in the future? Number 8. Breakthrough in another world with magical eyes and bullets. And another overpowered isekai MC. Ataru, a young man who lost his life in an unfortunate case, receives 3 special powers from God and reincarnates into a different world. The strongest gun, the ability to create bullets freely, and the ability to see everything called magic eyes. The sniper's up-and-coming hero who eliminates any enemy with a single blow, opening from here. Number 7. Shoki skill ga Benri Sugite Isekai Seiketsu ga Tano Shisugiru. Truck-kun strikes again. And another overpowered main character. Shinomiya-san was reincarnated to a noble family after being hit by a truck. On his 10th birthday it was found out that he didn't have any skill, so he was kicked out of the house. Because the god hidden it, so the overpowered skill will not found. What will his future hold? Number 6. The reincarnation of the strongest Onmyoji. These monsters are too weak compared to my Yukai. Haruyoshi, the strongest Onmyoji, was on the verge of death after the betrayal of his companions. Hoping to be happy in the next life, he tried the secret technique of reincarnation and was sent to a different world. Born into a family of magicians, the magic he failed to inherit was nothing compared to his previous skills as an Onmyoji. Who needs magic? He will survive in this world with his old techniques. Number 5. An active hunter in Hokkaido has been thrown into a different world in modern. One of the newest isekai series, and have an overpowered skill. Hokkaido, a brown bear has appeared near an elementary school, so a member of the local Hunters Association is dispatched to exterminate it. However, he gets killed by the bear and wakes up in a fantasy world, armed with only the Remington M870 shotgun he had when he died. Number 4. The world is full of monsters now, therefore I want to live as I wish. On his way home from his office, the main protagonist drove and ran over a big dog. At that moment, he heard the sudden sound of a voice inside his head. Before anyone knew, the world has changed. Monsters appear. This is a game-like world where levels, skills, and status exist. This is an adventure where the modern world becomes fantasy and where the main protagonist has to strive hard for his survival. Number 3. Genkei Level 1 Kara no Naraigari. Saijaku Level no Orga Isekai Psycho ni Naru Maid. Tetsuya Takahashi was suddenly summoned to another world. However, his invocation was a mistake, and after participating in the level review, he has the weakest level limit, level 1. The king, seeing his limit, calls him defective and condemns him to death. Despite being summoned against his will, Tetsuya is thrown into the Valley of the Monsters. There he was attacked and brought to the brink of death, and when he used his unique skill, Absorb Corpse, he gained the skills that the corpse possessed. The level 1 man who was called defective and weak is now begins the ascent to be the strongest. Number 2. The Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world. In the final battle against the evil exterminators, Asagaki Tugo, a Power Ranger, traded his life for the enemies. It seemed like everything was over, but suddenly he found himself in another world. He becomes an adventurer, transforming into Kazuna Red, and continues fighting to save people in trouble. Here he meets a young wizard named Idola, and his journey in this new world begins. Before I continue, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave a notification bell for more videos. And lastly, number 1. Garbage Hero. A revenge story of a hero who got summoned to another world. While on a regular school day, Sukuru along with his classmates got transported to another world. However, at the other side of the summoning there was a heroes auction, where each nation would bid for the heroes to defeat the demon kings of each territory. While his classmates received cheap jobs and got auctioned quickly, Sukuru got the useless job, chef. As no nation bid for him, he got thrown out through a transfer gate. At the other side of the gate was a territory dominated by strong monsters. As he manages to survive the monsters' attacks while nearly dying, Sukuru goes forward on the path of becoming the strongest.